Why does this always grab your attention much more than this? Because it is no accident that your phone constantly pulls your attention away from your book. It's all about how our brains are wired. This is a longer video, but I very much encourage you to watch it until the very end because you will be very grateful to learn about the difference between the two. Let's look at this book. A book is a static object. It just sits there patiently waiting for you to engage with it. But this phone, it is a symphony of dynamic movement, scrolling text, flashing notification, constantly changing images. And I'm accelerating because precisely that's what happens in your brain. And our brains are just hardwired to prioritize what we call dynamic movement. This preference is actually an evolutionary adaptation, as we call it. Back in the day, it actually helped us survive. On one side, we would detect threats. In the bushes, that could mean a predator, or a flash of sunlight actually on water would be a source of fish. So food on one side detecting threat, on the other one finding reward. In today's world, however, this ancient wiring makes us incredibly susceptible to, you guessed it, this phone. Now, let's look again at a static object, because a static object, like a book, simply doesn't trigger the same level of attentional capture as the dynamic stimuli of your phone. Now, it's not only just the movement. There's more, of course. There's a reason we are very much addicted to them. Because smartphones are designed to tap into our brain's dopaminergic system. Each anticipation of a new notification, a like, or a message have a terrible interaction with dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with anticipation. Now, because all these stimuli coming from the phone are unpredictable, you don't know when the next notification is coming, the next text, the next buzz, or the next message on social media, then it all becomes very alluring. And our brains are constantly anticipating the next notification and the next, keeping us hooked on a cycle of checking and scrolling, depleting the dopamine more and more and more every single time. It generally takes mental effort to shift your focus, and this can disrupt your concentration. Even worse, some of your attention remains stuck on your phone even after you put it down and you grab the book. And this attention residue, as you call it, can linger for minutes, making it harder to get back into your book. So this is why when you put your phone away and you want to start reading, you can't immediately get into your book. There's an attention residue, and that takes between 15 to 50 minutes. What's the solution?
We need to minimize the distractions by putting our phone out of sight and out of reach. And the most important aspect here is out of reach. Then, it's also important to understand that it takes time for our brain to adjust when switching from the dynamic world of our phone back to the static pages of a book. When making the switch, it might feel quite strange and a bit weird at first, but that's normal because our brains are recalibrating.